to get involved in an urban outreach, and so I went on Cedarville's website and looked at the ministry section, and CLN was under there, and I emailed, and they were one of the first people to get back to me, and so I just got plugged in.
Right after I took urban ministry, God just really burdened my heart for the poor and to do urban ministry more regularly and just to get outside of the Cedarville bubble.
I saw my sister after she started getting involved, like just a change in her life, and I wanted that same change. She just had a love for people that I had never seen before. So I went searching for that and ended up at Changing Lives Now.
And it's just been a blessing to hang out with the kids. You know, it talks about in James, when God says that religion that He accepts as pure and faultless is taking care of the orphans and the widows in their distress. And, you know, being a father to the fatherless. Even though the kids may have dads at home, they may not have good male role models to look up to.
There was this guy, his name was Kevin, and we passed his house, and then from far off he just yelled, "God bless you." And we're just like, oh, well, if he's saying that, we should go talk to him. And we went up to talk to him, and he just had lots of things wrong with his life. His family was in whole disarray. They were yelling inside the house, and he was drinking with one of his buds and stuff like that. And he just seemed really broken. And then I read to him a passage from James about persevering through trials, and that will create in you wisdom. And he just started crying.
I am able to see portrayed what the Bible says, how we should treat our neighbors and our enemies and those, the least of these. So it's meant a lot in that I can finally get a glimpse of what Jesus' life was like only through other people.
The work that Sim and Karina do is just an amazing testimony to what God can do in a really dark and dangerous place even.
Just seeing how Sim and Karina do ministry in Springfield, and just how they make it a priority that the ministry is not in the four walls of the building, but that it gets out into the street and it goes to the people. We don't wait for the people to come to us, but we go to them with just the saving knowledge of Christ.
Almost every 6 months to a year, another ministry is added on, and it's not just 1 or 2 or 3 people coming to the ministry. It's a group of people. For instance, starting with Doors of Hope, which is when I started being involved with Changing Lives Now ministries, all the way to a jail lobby ministry that's starting up this month in March. So it's grown a lot, and the people that come, they're continuing to grow, and the power of God is very evident.
The money that's going towards for Changing Lives Now is fixing up a church next door built in the 1800s, and that's a pretty cool place. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of original woodwork and stained glass and stuff in there, and just seeing how that has changed and progressing forward has been cool too. You know, it's kind of like a metaphor for the people of Springfield almost. You know, they're beautifully created by God, and God doesn't create any worthless people, but over time, through mistakes they made or choices they made or just the environment they've grown up in, you know, their lives have you know, been destroyed almost, you know, been dirtied by the sin and stuff like that. But when Jesus takes hold of their lives and cleans them up and makes them new, gives them that new life, it restores them. It's beautiful, and seeing that along with the church has been cool too. Just kind of the comparison there, it's been great.
They're looking for Jesus, and I can be the hands and feet of Jesus, and it's just made my relationship with God, it's brought me closer to Him. It's a more personal relationship, and that's what Jesus is about, is relationships. And so it's just really taught me how to be the hands and feet of Jesus.